Hello, everyone, and welcome to the National Black Economic Conference 2021. This session is the Written Black Experience, and I am your co-host, Donna M. Gray Banks, founder and director of the Fresh Book Festival. Today, I have the pleasure of interviewing Dr. O, who is the author of Let's Talk Plant Medicine, Cannabis, Psychedelics, and Pharmaceuticals. Good morning, Dr. O. Thank you for being with us. Actually, it's the afternoon. I've been on this thing all day. So good afternoon to you.
Thank you, Ms. Banks, for having me. Thank you, Mosaic and National Black Economic Conference Leadership. I appreciate you having me here. Hey, guys. How
Hey,
y'all doing?
everybody. Thank you. So just take a moment and give us a little background about who you are.
Yes. Originally, I am a clinical pharmacist. I study as a clinical pharmacist, but I'm passionate about plant medicine. And part of that
Don't worry.
part of that is because I grew up in western part of Africa, and growing up, we use herbal medicine as our wellness tools. Contrary to what people say that maybe because there's no clinics, that is one of the richest areas of the world. But medicinal herbs, we've used it for generations. Our forefathers have used it. So I'm bringing that knowledge as an herbal user, as well as my clinical background, to help you level up on your wellness journey using the healing powers of botanical like cannabis, psychedelics, as well as education as the tools. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Thank you so much. So, Doctor, listen, you have so much on your plate. How is it that you woke up and said, I need to write a book? Tell us about that journey.
Yeah, thank you so much, Ms. Banks, for asking that question.
No problem.
So, I came into cannabis because it's an epiphany for me. I suffer with physical disability, and even despite that, that wasn't really what brought me into cannabis. I've seen family members use this plant as a wellness tool to help them on wellness journey. So I'm already open to that, and I've been doing education and research on the back end. Because of the demonization of the plants, clinicians like me cannot publicly just come out and start talking about this plant. But after the passage of the Farm Bill in 2018,
all right,
and you start seeing CBD everywhere. And I'm like, whoa. If this is medicine, we have to treat it as such. Just like we're not going to go over the counter and grab a bottle of Tylenol and drink it. These are medicine, and we need to have professionals to, we are not discounting our legacy folks. They've been doing it for generations.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it is medicine. We have medicine in there. So that's why I decided to write this book. Another reason why I wrote this book is the fact that our people, the Black indigenous people of color, and not only even us, even our other part of the world, our Caucasian families, nobody have time to be dealing with big grammar, medical jargons. We want basics. We want to be able to grab the book on your hearing endocannabinoid, cannabinoid, topping. People will be tuned off, and our folks are already gone through a lot, being locked up for just trying to be well. So I needed to write, I wanted to write a book that would be basic, simple, the average person can just grab and read it and understand it without all those medical jargons. That was why I wrote the book the way it is.
So you gave it to us in a way that everybody can understand it, right? And that's what we need, because we open up these books with all these medical terms, and we're like, what does that mean? So thank you so much.
Medical
yeah, thank you so much for doing that. So here's the picture of the cover, everybody. It's Plant Medicine.
I have the.
Oh, you have a copy of the book? Okay.
That is my podcast. I also have a podcast, but this is the book.
Very good.
This is the book, A Pharmacist's Guide to Cannabis.
And so tell us about Since we're talking about economics at this conference, right? Tell us about how you believe this book can bring generational wealth to you and to your children's children.
Book is it's not just a tools that we can use to show our expertise to help people understand us coming from being a specialist. It's also gonna be here for long forever. Books are forever. And all of us should we all have a story. So when you write a book, it's gonna be here for your children. It's gonna be here for your children's children, and that is what we call, you know, a silent income. It's an income you don't have to work for anymore. If we are talking about the monetary aspect of it, you do it one time, you stay home, and if you the royalty keeps coming to you every year. Apart
Right.
from that, you are also doing good to the community. So it's a win-win situation for us. So absolutely, if you guys if you have an opportunity to write a book, go ahead and do it, and it doesn't have to be perfect.
And Dr. O, tell us, let's talk about the book for a minute. Tell us about a portion of the book that would help most people understand the properties of cannabis and how it can help.
Thank you so much, Miss Banks.
Mhm.
One of the questions that I get from people is uh, route of administration. How do we even take this one? We have edibles, we have a smoke, we have it in tincture, we have it in suppository transdermal patches. How do we take it? And all these routes of administration, they all work in a different ways. Your edibles, it takes longer for it to start working in your
And your
body,
system. Mhm.
but it lasts longer compared to like a tincture. You can put it under your tongue and you can get the benefit, but it doesn't last as long as that. So this part of this book
And
that
excuse me one second, doctor. What did you say under your tongue? What is that?
when a tincture,
Okay.
this is one of my
Okay.
tincture.
Okay. Okay.
You
It's
open
a
it.
drop. Hmm.
It's a drop. Yes,
Okay.
it's a drop. You drop it under your tongue, and the way it works is that the blood vessels under your tongue, it will absorb the active ingredient into your body system. It doesn't pass through your liver. So for folks that have liver disease or liver injury, that is a good route, but it doesn't last long. So a lot of folks ask me, they don't know how this thing works. So in the book, I wrote a basic about it, breaking it down that if you are doing edibles, if you are eating cookies, make sure you don't eat too much of it because it breaks down into a longer acting form of it
Mm.
that if you take too much, it can cause problem for us. So all those are that's one areas of the book that people really love. The other part of the book is topping, and I'm gonna leave that for right now.
So tell me about you. Those are products that you make yourself, or your company makes, or you recommend.
I have my company, WCI Health. We are the makers of gloves. Gloves, we have healthcare product, we have pet product, but we are getting into the next phase where we are going to be having tinctures, we're going to be having all the edibles, gummies, CBD based. We do WCI Health. We focus on education. We focus on education as well as CBD based product because that's what is federally legal right now. So we focus on that. So that's the area that we are going into. Yeah, we do have a product for because even though the cannabis plants, you don't absorb a lot of it in your body, but CBD because it has what we call CB2 receptor. It binds on our skin as well. So even though a lot of it is not going to go in your system, you're still going to get a little benefit. And for people that have like skin condition, that can help. And we even have shampoo for pets.
What?
Yes.
So let me ask you, will any of these products help the children have been put on this medication for hyperactivity? Are any of these products good for younger people?
First of all, when I talk, I try to put a disclaimer that I am an educator.
Right,
I am
understood.
not. It's not a medical advice. Having said that, there have been some our forefathers, our grandmas, great grandma back in the days. They used these plants as a wellness tools. The Jamaican women of the Rastafarian descent, they use this plant as tonic. And when you talk about tonic, where I'm from, tonic means your multivitamin. And the children that were born to those women were said to be sharp, and they were able to make eye contact. Why
Mm,
did they criminalize this plan? It's politics, Miss Banks. It's all politics, and it's time for our folks, BIPOC in particular, that have been affected the most by the war on drugs, to begin to realize that this is an opportunity for us to create generational
yes,
wealth and
yes.
not be afraid of this plant. And that is why I am coming out there. I have product, like I said, but my focus is my education. To knowledge is power. When you know, then you can go out there and invest the little that you have to build a wealth for your family. So I do master classes. I have the book. I do public speaking. It's a whole lot of packages, but my focus is reaching our folks, telling them that this plant is okay. Even the big farmers, pharmaceutical companies, they
Right.
compounded these plants back in the days and sell it as medicine. Why can't we do it now?
Because it's politics and it's all
Oh
about the
yeah,
money.
yes, you're right. Yes, ma'am.
And it's all about the prison system. But that's probably a whole
Oh yeah,
nother
yes,
conversation,
ma'am. That's another day.
right? And so now that you've written the book, is there a book two?
Definitely. See, Miss Banks, this book, the reason, this is like about 50-page book.
Right.
You take this, it helps you when you go to the dispensary. You think maybe I need something for sleep. You can just take it and look at the topping or the cannabinoid. When I say cannabinoid, is the active compound in there that you can use that will help you with sleep. So it's basic, but I am working on right now a psychedelic book, and I'm also working on another, the whole comprehension of the cannabis book. This will deal with diseases.
Hmm.
We'll talk about ailments and how you can manage it using this plant. Right now, I have a master class that dealt with those, that we talk about lupus, anti-inflammation, opioid, irritable bowel disease, and so on. But I'm going to be converting that into a book. So it's coming.
Will we see that in 2021 or are we talking 2022?
Probably towards the end of 2021, by early 2020, sometime in the first quarter of 2022. It's a lot, like you said. You know us. It's a
It's a
lot
lot.
that we do. It's a lot that we do, and we have to do that because time waits for no man.
So
But
tell me, first of all, if I needed to book you as a corporation or a company or 501c, how do we get you on board as a master class somewhere in Florida? How does that happen?
you can I work with companies. They can be my partner. They list my master classes on their platform,
Hmm.
and we have some percentage. We work out the logistics like that. Or folks can go directly to my website, wci-health.com, and I sign up for my master classes, uh, cannabis as medicine master class. Other ways they can work with me is I have a healthy course where I record short videos every week that help people on leveling up on their wellness journey. And of course, I also host a podcast one of the areas we need folks to come and support what we are doing is to come and sponsor our podcast. Bring your product. Let us promote your product on our podcast. We have it on YouTube and we also have it on Buzzsprout.
And we can do all that through your website. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. But if you want to sponsor the podcast, you can reach out to me directly and wci-health.com. You will have my email address and all that. And one of the fastest way to actually reach out to me is through Instagram, IG. In the
Okay.
profile, there's a link tree there. You just click on the links and it takes you to where you need to go.
Okay, Dr. O, our time is up. We need a whole hour to talk about this. I need to bring you on my podcast.
I will be
and
glad.
talk about all the things we weren't able to talk about today. But let's talk plant medicine. Dr. O, get your copies, go to the website, and thank you so much for making you deterring and able to make this work today. I know it was hard, and we appreciate you taking the time. Thank you, Dr. O.
Thank you.
This is our last interview for the National Black Economic Conference. We thank you for inviting us, and we thank you for being here. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Perfect.